I'm gonna finish up Decadent Poetry month. In addition to other things, there's so many guys I didn't get to. Literature I didn't get to. I wanted to get to some Jean Lorraine, and some more. I wanted to do Labas, but for Huysmans, there's more to come later. But with the poets here, Naval, early figure, very tragic ending, very talented. But two here, Corbiere and LaForgue. Now these were well, I guess less known poets who were rediscovered or discovered, let's say, by T.S. Eliot in the original French, and they've since been translated. You can see these two writers. You can see a lot of the what they call proto-modern influence that you'll see in Eliot later, right? Modernism, which Jonathan Biden, who say modernism, which is more than a century old now. Um, I'll just go over some. I'll go over their shorter poems. Although if you look at their longer ones, you can sort of see the Eliot, the influence on Eliot and others, later. Uh, Interesting. Like those three dots. I always love those three dots. Rondell. It's getting dark, child, robber of sparks. There are no more nights, there are no more days. Sleep and wait those who will remark, never, and those who will say, always. Do you hear their steps? Not heavy, nay. Oh, the light feet, love, winged like the larks. It's getting dark, child, robber of sparks. You hear their voice. Graves are deaf and dark. Sleep, they weigh little, your immortals. Your friends, the bears, will not come, not they, to throw paving stones at your demoiselles. It's getting dark, child, robber of sparks. I guess bio, baby, bio. Bueno vespre. Sleep, your bit of taper. Somewhat put it here, then someone is gone. You won't be afraid by yourself, poor little one. It's the candlestick for your bedside in the tavern. If you no more the whip of those scribblers on paper, go. There's no one dares not let you sleep on. Bueno sera. Sleep, your bit of taper is dead. There is no longer any doorkeeper. The wind of the north, the wind of the south, alone, will come to set your gossamer thread a quiver. Hush! For the dolts, your clay is malediction. Buona notte, sleep, your bit of taper. I still don't know what bio means. Merliton. In love, sly smith of cicadas. Oh, cicadas, the demon season. Anyway, in love, sly smith of cicadas, sleep. Among your twitchgrass covering, the cicada for you too will sing, joyous to a small cymbal's beat. The dew with morning tears will weep, and the muguets make a fine winding sheet. In love, sly smith of cicadas, sleep. Weeping in flocks the squalls will sweep. Here death the snub-nosed muse will cling, still to your black lips she'll bring the rhymes that make pale folks' marrows creep. In love, sly smith of cicadas, sleep. There's a little death to make one laugh. Go quickly, nimbler combler of comets. Grass in the wind will be your hair on your skull. Elf fires will flash from your hollow sockets. Fires that are prisoned in dullards' poles. The flowers of the grave called amorets will swell your earthly laughter full, and forget-me-nots, flowers of oubliettes. Don't make it heavy. Coffins for poets are easy for hired mutes to follow. Fiddle boxes that sound hollow. They'll think you are dead. The bourgeois fools. Yeah. Go quickly, nimbler combler of comets. And then we'll go to LaForgue. Right. He also has a little long one here. Complaints of the pianos. A lot of poems dealing with women and like kind of seeing them from like the outside or kind of being like kind of shy. At least that's what I got from it. Yeah. Okay. I like this one. Complaint of neglecting the dead. But, ladies and gentlemen, you whose mother has died. That's the grave digger again, scratching there outside. The dead lie low on the ground, they don't go much around. You smoke and drink your bock, Settle some old affair. Yonder crows the cock. Poor dead folks out there. Finger at his brow, that's old Gramp. Sister crochets now, Ma trims up the lamp. The dead keep silent really. Their sleep is too chilly. Did you dine well? Did that sharp deal pan out? Ah, those stillborn kids, they don't indulge a lot. In the expense account among the balls you gave, enter the amount for masses and your grave. It's a gay life here. Eh, dear, what say? Ladies and gentlemen, you whose sister died, open the door again, the sexton knocks outside. He'll come if you don't feel pity without spite. We'll drag you by the heels one full moonlit night. The mad winds whip. The dead? Quite a trip. And you got the ominous 3 dots. Oh, this one's kind of cool. Sundays, and you get a little Shakespeare here. Hamlet, have you a daughter? Polonius, I have, my lord. Hamlet, let her not walk in the sun. Conception is a blessing, but not as your daughter may conceive. Okay? So the sky keeps raining with no cause whatever. Shepherdess, it rains and rains on the river. Not a barge upstream or down the river flows tranquilly in its Sabbath day repose. Deserted banks, no ideals on the town. The Vesper Corellians are drifting down. A group from a boarding school, poor creatures, goes already with their muffs and winter clothes. One who has neither muff nor furs today looks pretty pathetic in her somber gray. Then suddenly, see there, she darts from the ranks and runs. My God, is she crazy? To the bank. She's going to throw herself in the water, and there isn't a boatman or Newfoundland dog anywhere. Now twilight falls. The little port once more kindles its fires. Ah, the well-known decor. The rain continues to wet down the river. The sky keeps raining with no cause whatever. Yeah, I screwed that up a little bit, but obviously the girl committed suicide. So this is a funny one here. I won't go over it too quick. It's basically him saying, I want to go to America, be an American, get away from Europe. So, although ironically, the best Americans that are left, from what my buddy James tells me, are the people out west. And I don't mean the West Coast. I mean the Rockies and the mountains. But I thought it was kind of funny because he speaks kind of like in American terms. Right? We'll finish it off with another one of the... Oh, you're going to say this is misogynist? Well, let's find out. Our dear little partner. Okay? If my ways appeal to you, don't be bashful. Feel at home. There's no pose in what I do. I am woman, I am known. My forehead makes you play the fool, wind-blown or with ribbons graced. I have the arts of every school. I have a soul for every taste. Drink my lips and not my voice. Pick my flowers, do not try. To find more there, you've no choice. None sees clearly here, nor I. All your weapons won't prevail, though I put my hand within yours. You're but the naive male. I'm the eternal feminine. Lost among the stars, my goal. I am she, the mighty Isis. None has pulled aside my veil. Only a dream of my oasis. If my ways appeal to you, don't be bashful, feel at home. There's no poise in what I do. I am woman, I am known. Yeah. Bitch. Anyway, that's LaForgue, that's Corbiere, and that's Decadent Poetry Month. But there's a few more things to come. Hey man, this stuff's been lying here for more than a century. I'm sure it'll still be there. And hopefully in the next couple of months. What are these sons of bitches gonna do next? Alright, later.